Hey guys, so today I want to compare the OnePlus One versus the Samsung Galaxy S5 here a little bit quick. So both are pretty interesting devices, especially the OnePlus One because it's so much cheaper, but you need like an invite to buy it, and no, you can't get an invite from me. So first of all, you get like this kind of sandstone feeling on this specific variant because this is a 64GB variant. Wow, that's annoying. That's so annoying, actually. Every time I make a video like this and I touch this side, it activates the phone. It's annoying. Yeah, but Synology mode, very sandstone feeling or whatever. I don't know, sandstone feels this way, but it feels good. Oh my god, are you serious? I'm not sure what it's doing. Wait a sec. Weird. Yeah, great feeling. This one, as we do know, the Galaxy S5 feels like a plastic toy, especially on the back, and I already smashed this one. So it's pretty horrible. It's a pretty horrible phone in terms of quality. It's plastic, trashy. It feels like a step down from the S4, but it's water resistant, dust resistant, which is nice, definitely, that it will be able to handle some of those, but still. Also, the home button doesn't feel as great because it's like a step down, because it doesn't stick out too much because it has a fingerprint reader, which I can also argue it's very, not many people will use it. Same thing with this one, heart rate sensor. It's really not many people that will use it, probably. But yeah, an LTPS LCD display here on the OnePlus One, and you can also see that it's featuring some on-screen or some keys down here, capacitive touch buttons. You can also switch them into be inside of the display, and I might do a video on that later and check it out. Obviously, the build quality feels so much better on the OnePlus One, and very sexy design here on the sides when it just bumps up a little bit, and also better speaker place probably. It's just a work of art, no, but it's very nice. Definitely feels quality. Definitely feels like a 2014 device as well, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's move on here. So some other things we can say about these two devices is 5.5 inch display, 1080p, versus a 5.1 inch display here on the S5. And you can kind of see here also the S5, big borders and everything. It looks like a toy. Just looks like a toy compared to the amazing OnePlus One. I know, it sounds like a fanboy, but I'm just being honest. So let's move on here. 30 megapixel camera on the OnePlus One versus a 16 megapixel camera that you do get on the S5, but a very snappy UI, which is nice, and a very nice settings menu, thanks to Synology mod, and that's of course nice. Of course, the Galaxy S5 also doesn't have too bad of a UI here. I mean, you have a ton of different modes you can tweak stuff with, but I think actually I do prefer a little bit the Synology mod look there. It looks a little bit more clean. 5 megapixel front facing also versus 2 megapixel front facing here on the S5. Snapdragon 801 chips on both, and quad-core 2.5 GHz on both, and Adreno 330 GPU on both. So gaming experience and all those things should be pretty similar. You get a little bit of bigger battery life here on the OnePlus One, 3100 milliamps versus 2800 milliamps on the S5. You can also see here we have TouchWiz versus Synology mode, which is more of like a clean version here of Android. So, but you can kind of see that they have similar features, like quick things you can adjust. And settings area here also looks a bit different, but overall they're doing the same. They can do kind of like the same features. Let's see here. So you can see multitasking here on the S5, which I think looks a little bit outdated. I mean, TouchWiz looks horrible there compared to the UI here on the Synology mode version, which looks a little bit more clean. you have a close down section on both, so you can close down everything pretty quick. But yeah, just quickly a side-by-side comparison here. You can also see, of course, size comparison that it is a little bit bigger. It's more like a Note size, this one. Galaxy Note 3 size, or like LG G3 size. And I might do videos with those phones as well. I also might do some more like a hardware comparison, speed comparison, if people are interested, even though they should be pretty similar, but people still might be interested. So yeah, just let me know. Have an awesome day.